Hello, everybody. Welcome on in. I think we got everything set up here. Artyom Havoc says there is only one emote. These are lies, slanders. What are my emotes? We've got this one. We've got this one. And we've got this one. Tier 1, 2, and 3 subscriber emotes. So I only have one emote slot at tier 1. If that's what you actually mean, then yes, you are correct. But yeah, my friend Bree made me some great emotes, as well as my channel point icon. And soon we will have bit emotes and bit badges and subscriber badges as well. So yeah, I'm excited. I think they turned out pretty good, and I'm excited to get more. So yeah, it's been a good time. I hope you all are having a great week. I got my second COVID vaccine on Saturday, and had relatively mild side effects. I basically spent Sunday on the couch, but I wasn't like feverish. I wasn't like flu-ish. 45-second delay from the hammock. Well, I would say come inside, but I can't fault you for being on the hammock. It is a beautiful evening outside. We grilled up some pork chops tonight and ate out on the patio. It was super nice. You PM'd me what I see. All right, let me check. Interesting. So let me check something real quick. Pretty sure they're approved. I mean, I thought they were approved like days ago. Yeah, they are approved. And if you go to the About section on my Twitch profile, there should be an emote gallery that shows them. So you should see them there. So does it not? Oh, ribs and peanuts and cheddar jalapeno biscuits. That sounds amazing, Havoc. Yeah, we made pork chops. It was really weird. One pork chop turned out amazing. The other pork chop was like just okay. It was kind of dry. No idea why, but my wife got the good one, so we're good. But yeah, beautiful day outside. I don't know why you only see the one emote. I'm assuming. I mean, are you? Yeah, you're subscribed. Would it be that if you're only a tier 1 subscriber, you would only see the first tier? Because as a tier 1, you would only have the one available to you. So you gotta bump up the tiers to get the fancy stars and lore emotes. That's the only thing I can think of. But I admit this is all new to me, so it's entirely possible I'm missing something. So yeah, not sure why that is the case. Yeah, like I said, Sunday I kind of spent the day on the couch because I was worn out, but I did not have it as bad as other people had as far as COVID vaccine side effects go. Well, it says you're a 3-month subscriber. You have a gift sub, I would imagine. You had the gift. Oh no, I was looking at the wrong thing. I have no idea. I have no idea, Havoc. I'll have to see how other people show up. think I'm subscribed. I think I have gift subs to other people, so I'll check out what they have. I'm not sure. And yeah, it could be a mobile thing. No idea. So hopefully other people aren't coming in being like, oh, emotes, and only seeing like 1 or 0 of them. That would be disappointing, to say the least. What are we doing here? Oh, right, that got bumped earlier. Okay, just gonna put you like that, put you like that. Okay, I think we're good. Anyway, looking forward to going out to restaurants and road trips and all the fun summer stuff that we have planned now that we're all vaccinated. It weirds me out walking around without a mask on when I'm outside the house. You know, if we're like crammed in with people, obviously we're still gonna wear a mask regardless, but like I was pretty hardcore about wearing a mask, even just going on walks outside. I know a lot of people weren't, and it sounds like the science is now sort of saying that like if you're outside, your odds are super low. But I was like pretty gung ho about wearing a mask anytime I stepped outside beyond my front porch, basically, and not doing that is nice, but also very strange. And it was also nice being able to walk around and not feeling like, I don't know, like not feeling like I had to be aware of what my face was doing at all times, and now I have to again. Which is probably a weird thing to say, but I don't know. It's gonna continue to be a very weird year. I'm sure of it. I think people are going to be expecting things to get back to so-called normal, and I don't know if normal is what we thought it would be. I guess we'll see. You know, time will tell. But yeah, strange times. Yeah, what else is new? Oh yeah, so while I was sitting on the couch on Sunday, I started watching the classic anime Neon Genesis Evangelion. I like how it starts with this very upbeat intro song, and even like the first couple opening scenes were like, you know, pretty straightforward, and then it just turned into this existential horror. Like the show is a nightmare for all of its characters. Like, holy shit. It's good, I like it, but do I enjoy it? I don't know that that's the right word. It is an absolute horror, but it is a very compelling show. So I don't know what the deal is with that. I'm looking forward to watching more. Yeah, very weird. I'm still trying to read The Lies of Locke and Lamora. Lately, I've had trouble focusing on reading lately. I think it's a me thing. I don't think it's an issue with the book. It's just me. But every time I'm able to sit down and actually focus on it, I enjoy it a lot. Like a lot. That is a really good book. But my 3-week checkout time from the library is over, so I had to renew it. So it's taking me a while to read it. I used to be able to read a book like that in like a week, and I don't know. I have a lot of trouble sitting down and reading. And reading used to be like one of my favorite things ever. Period. So I don't know why that's the case. I heard a joke that everybody in the past 12 months has been self-diagnosing with ADHD, which kind of stung a little bit because I was starting to wonder if I had it as well. I don't know. I haven't seen a doctor about it or anything, but sometimes I wonder. Yeah. Strange times indeed. All right, so I think we're gonna play this video game here. We last time we played, we got to day 2 in game. We have a ton of tasks to do, ton of cases to investigate, or tasks, I guess. I guess they're not really cases. I don't know. But yeah, we've been having fun and enjoying it. So I hope we will continue to do so today. There we go. We got that nice, beautiful scene up and running. Let's get the Twitch integration set up. So if y'all are new here, if you're watching on desktop, I believe in the web browser, you should see an overlay for some Twitch integration with this game, and you will be able to vote on dialogue responses and stuff. You can see my task list. You can see my my character sheet. So if you're interested in that, feel free to check it out. When we get to any interesting or entertaining decision points in the game, I'll put it up for a vote, and y'all can either vote directly through the Twitch overlay, or you can just let me know in chat your opinions. I welcome all of them. So yeah, let's get this going here. Let me know how sound is, both for me and the game. I was fighting some other sound issues earlier today. I think I got them sorted out, but you never know this stuff. We got our tea, so I think we're ready. Y'all. Okay, so we've woken up. We're at the start of day 2. Let's walk outside. I think we'll end up meeting up with Kim, Lieutenant Kim here, and then we can check our task list for the day. We'll probably just, I don't know, we'll probably just go down it top to bottom. We have a whole lot to do. We have some phone calls to make. We have some curses to investigate. We have some drug smuggling to unravel. Those are the things I remember off the top of my head, which does not necessarily mean that that's even close to the majority. There we go. Oh yeah, there's Kim. Right up there. Hey, how you doing, Kim? Good morning. It looks like he has something to say to us. All right.
Morning.
Morning. He gives you a quick nod.
Looks like we can get to work at once. The Union muscle turned up. They look rowdy. We should talk to them.
Okay. Why do we need to talk to them? Remind us. Everything points to the dock workers union. The tracks in the mud, the circumstances in Martinez, my preliminary information, which may, of course, all be wrong. But we still need to talk to them, and it won't be easy. We're trying to figure out how and if the union workers are involved with the murder behind the hotel here. So, what do you mean rowdy? I mean ungovernable. Martinez isn't exactly enthusiastic about the RCM being here. They prefer to be policed by the union, these men here. Men who drink beer for breakfast? There's talk of an armed wing of the union called the Hardy Boys, who are responsible for said policing. I think it's them. Are these the men Gart told us about yesterday? Gart is the cafeteria hotel manager here, behind the counter that I'm pointing to. I completely forgot. He looks at his notes. Sorry, I had a rough night's sleep. It's them by the looks of it. Loud and nasty, just like the manager said. Nice. Wow, 30 experience, and we got a level up. Holy smokes. One loose thread less to worry about, and one big problem to replace it. He crosses something out. There are so many of them. Maybe we should call in reinforcements? That would just escalate tensions. No captain would sign off on it. Solving one murder isn't worth a conflict between the RCM and the Debardeurs Union. In fact, even the death of 2 detectives might not warrant an all-out war, so let's keep a cool head, okay? Nice to know that headquarters has our back, right? One more thing before we do. He glances at the booth again. We don't have to talk to them immediately. We can walk right past them, continue with our business. I think we're going to do that. I don't think I want to talk to them just yet. Joel, welcome in, buddy. How you doing? Yes, we have Celestial Seasonings Sleepy Time Vanilla. It's very good. It is quite good. Yeah, Streetwise. Zoom right past. Do it on your own terms. But aren't you curious to know what they have to say about the murder? I mean, yeah, Brain, I'm curious. But, you know, I want to make sure I have all my ducks in a row before I talk to these scary men. They're in no hurry to leave. They think they own the place. Anyway, I leave that choice to you. Whatever you decide is fine by me. I have not, Joel. It is on my shopping list, though, so I'm hoping to soon in the next week or so. We'll see. But yeah, I have not forgotten it. I still have the web page open that you sent me for it. So yeah, soon. So we got to level up, and I think we want to keep unlocking thought cabinets, or thought cabinet slots, I should say. We're still internalizing the superstar thought, which is nice. So, okay, let's go ahead and do that. We'll unlock a new thought. What do we have available to us? We have this thought about Guillaume Le Millon. I don't remember exactly what it was all about. Advanced race theory. Extremely problematic, to put it lightly. But might be necessary to continue getting into the harbor. Not sure about that. Only takes an hour and 40 minutes. I don't know. Maybe we should do that. Let's do that. Let's just get this out of the way. We're trying to get past a comically racist like meathead, and to do so we have to like ponder his race theories. It's problematic to say the least. So yeah, let's just do that and get it out of the way, and we can always drop it later with another level up. So hopefully we won't have to keep this too long. So anyway, oh no, wait, what did I just do? I stopped it by accident, but I could just restart it. Okay, we're good. We're good. All right, let's get out of here. Let's say hi to this woman again. She was super nice.
Just a moment.
Lena, the cryptozoologist's wife, right? She's very concerned about our memory loss. She's like the nicest person we've met in the game so far. So I'm absolutely going to speak to her any chance I get. She's agitated, judging from the way she keeps pulling at the frayed edge of her blanket.
And there's no public phones nearby?
I think she's talking to the cafeteria manager.
The closest phone booth is down the coast. Sorry for the inconvenience, ma'am.
The cafeteria manager appears genuinely apologetic.
It's fine, I understand. Thank you anyway. I'm glad to see you again, dear.
Good day, ma'am. Everything all right?
Please don't trouble yourself about me, sweetie. I was just hoping to make a call, but the Whirling's phone line isn't working.
Okay. Well, she sounds worried.
The union office probably has a phone, but I can't really get there. Or to the phone booth down the coast. And Gary's phone is dead too.
Why did you need to use the phone?
To let the young woman who's house-sitting for us know that we may be delayed. Morel, my husband, and Gary were supposed to get back by Monday night, but they're still missing, and I haven't heard from them. I was also hoping she'd heard from Morel.
She looks down. All right, I'll bite. Has your husband gone missing before?
That's just it. This isn't like him at all. He always plans his expeditions so carefully.
Expeditions.
But you have more important things to worry about.
She glances out the window toward the bay. Conceptualization. More important than a missing expedition? I don't know. Expeditions often lead to something interesting. What is this expedition your husband was on? Just some field work, sweetie. Morrell is a highly trained scientist. He and his assistant, Gary, are studying an extremely rare species of insect. But they should have returned by now. They were just going down the coast across the water lock to set a few traps. He said they'd be back on Monday. What could be keeping them? Well, the lock is broken because a car drove through it and busted everything. The water lock, that was broken. Could this be it? Okay. Who's this Gary person? Do you trust him? Oh, sweetie, it's nothing like that, she smiles. Gary's as loyal as they come. I'd trust him with my husband's life any day. Well, hey, FYI, the water lock to the other side of the coast is broken. They're probably just stuck over there. Oh my, what happened to the water lock? Probably just some technical problem? Well, whatever the cause, I'm thankful. She turns to the lieutenant. To both of you, you spared me another sleepless night. I am happy to help, Lena. You're welcome, ma'am. I hate to ask, but if your investigation takes you to the other side of the coast, please do keep an eye out for my husband. Yes, some left-field scientific research is exactly what you need right now. Funk up that vanilla murder investigation. And if you see him, let him know Lena is waiting for him here at the Whirling. He gets so tangled up in his work that he may not know the water lock's been repaired. And it's cold out there. Absolutely, absolutely. If I see him, I'll let him know you're here. When or if I get there. Oh, you're such a dear. Thank you, sweetie. Yeah, no problem. No problem. So your husband is some kind of scientist? Oh, yes, she says with a pinch of pride. A zoologist. A cryptozoologist, to be more precise. Well, what is cryptozoology? It's a pseudoscience that attempts to legitimize research into mythological beasts and urban legends. The lieutenant sounds unimpressed. Well, that's one opinion, yes. People are entitled to their opinions. Lena's not going to take shit from Kim. She's used to playing off such insults casually, but they still affect her. My apologies, ma'am. I did not mean to undermine your hobby. It's not a hobby, dear. It's a subfield of zoology, one specializing in animal species that are so exceedingly rare that many assume them to be extinct or even fictitious. Searching for such species, called cryptids, is difficult and often thankless, and frankly, many scientists are too lazy to do it. Universities these days are rarely interested in supporting real research. The quality of research at Revacholian universities has been on the decline, but you doubt there was ever a time when cryptozoology was embraced by the academic elite. It's probably true. We're talking like, Loch Ness or Bigfoot type creatures is what she's referring to. Tell me more about Morrell. Looks, character, your relationship. Right, we need to know what this guy looks like so we can recognize him when we actually run into him. It is a new Scraps of Lore icon, Joel. Thank you for noticing. We got the new lore icon and new emotes as well. So subscribers will have access to those emotes. I have one per subscriber tier. If you look on the about me page on the Twitch profile, you can see all three. Havoc was having trouble seeing them in Twitch on the mobile app. So I'm not sure what that's about, but they show up for me when I click the emote menu. So not 100% sure what the deal is there, but it took them a while to get approved. So I don't know if that's related somehow. I don't know. I'm very confused. But yes, new lore icons, new emotes. It's a good day. It's exciting. Oh dear, I'm not sure where to begin. Well, what does your husband look like? Well, his expression is slightly grumpy, but his eyes are always bright and curious, like a small boy's, and his palms are quite coarse from all the field work. But he's quite gentle. Okay, not exactly what we were looking for. I mean, these are all nice qualities about a person, but not something you can see just seeing a guy on the street. Let's try again. If I were meeting him on the street, what would I look for? Oh, well, he's a bit shorter than you, but with a larger frame, and he has longish white hair, usually a bit uncombed. You might say wild, even. The lieutenant pulls out his notebook and begins jotting down the woman's description. One other thing. He'll likely have all kinds of field gear on him, even if he's not out in the reeds. You know, just in case. How long have you been married? We'll be celebrating our 16th anniversary this autumn. Her smile is soft. Not the most numerically satisfying anniversary, but I like the less obvious milestones even more somehow. How did you two meet? Via a dating agency, I'm ashamed to say. I was looking to get back into the scene after recovering from my accident, and he just divorced. I met my wife online, not through an app, but just online, and there's nothing to be ashamed about. It's awesome, I gotta say. We hit it off, and, well, here we are. She smiles wistfully. Reaction speed. She's skipping over some important parts. Perhaps you'll find out more later. We always, give the quick and dirty version of, those kind of stories when we're talking to new people. All right, let's move on. Tell me more about this rare insect your husband is looking for. Oh, sweetie, it's fascinating. She catches herself. But I shouldn't bore you with entomological minutiae. The lieutenant gives you a sideways glance. No, I want to hear about the insect. Well, it's a phasmid, technically, but... Ah, yes. Phasmatodea, a diverse group of insects whose bodies resemble twigs, leaves, that sort of thing. Ghost insects, colloquially. Where other phasmids imitate sticks or leaves, this one's a living reed. It disguises itself among the reeds here on the Insulindian coast. Hence its name, the Insulindian phasmid. The Insulindian phasmid is an amazing collection of sounds to come out of my mouth. I love it. Insulindian phasmid. Say it out loud to yourself. Like, just feel how that feels on your lips and your tongue. Like, Insulindian phasmid. It's beautiful. I love those two words. Perhaps you'll end up co-discovering the phasmid with us, officers? She looks you in the eye and nods thoughtfully. I knew it, the lieutenant sighs. We're going to be chasing made-up insects with cryptozoologists. It's not made up, officer, I can assure you. It's simply elusive. So much so that most establishment zoologists doubt it exists at all. So what makes you think the phasmid is around here? Well, some teenagers making out in the reeds saw one. They didn't know what it was, of course, but there was a brief article in a local newspaper about their encounter with a ghost insect that looks like the reeds. Gary sent us the clipping. So a newspaper clipping is all the evidence you have. Of course, most phasmid sightings turn out to be false alarms, but their description matched the Insulindian phasmid perfectly. They didn't even know what they were looking at. Enthusiasm has wiped the worry from her face. Her eyes sparkle behind her glasses. You seem really excited about this cryptid, ma'am. I suppose I have something of a personal collection to the Insulindian phasmid. All scientists have their little hobby horses. So is it dangerous? She chuckles to herself. Not at all. Why else would it hide itself so carefully? Is it valuable? Oh, I doubt it. No one gets into cryptozoology for the money, sweetie. Okay, fair enough. Does it have cool powers? Yes, it can blend in almost perfectly among the reeds. Her face lights up at the thought of it. It's how it stayed hidden all these years. Centuries, even. Alright, so what's so special about this stick bug, then? Oh dear, I'm afraid I'm not explaining this very well. It is very special. The woman's face flushes with embarrassment. Morel can explain it all much better. I wish you could hear him describe it. Then you'd understand, I'm sure. Okay, we could have her tell us about some cool cryptids. Pretty low dice roll chance, but there's no harm in trying it out. I think I just bopped the mic with with my tea, so hopefully that wasn't a miserable sound. We succeeded. There's really no point in manipulating anyone. She'd be only too pleased to tell you about her work. Go on and ask. Hey, Lena, I'd like to hear about some of the cryptids you studied. Could you just tell me about a couple of them? Oh, I'd be delighted. Truth be told, I could really use the company too. The lieutenant throws you one of his looks. One cryptid, not a couple. One. This won't turn into some kind of cryptid extravaganza. Kim is a party pooper. All right, Kim. Just one little cryptid, promise. He nods and assumes a waiting posture. Oh man, okay, we have a lot of choices here. We'll start at the top. What is the biggest cryptid? That would be the giant of Coco Nur, she says, as if it's common knowledge. The giant lives in the most arid parts of the vast Coco Nur Desert in South Samara, casting a strange light across the barren wastes. What do you mean, strange light? A mirage, or a psychogenous luminance. She does not elaborate the nature of this luminance further. And just how big is it? No one knows for sure. It is like an awful mountain appearing from below the horizon and expanding to cover almost a third of your field of vision. Well, that sounds terrifying. Is it dangerous? The towering luminosity of Coco Nur is a bad omen in local folklore. Some say it's a fata morgana, others, a fate unimaginable. Hooey, the lieutenant interjects. No animal can be that large. It's a mirage. That's what makes it so peculiar. A species surviving at the very limits of scientific law. The giant of Coco Nur must be the largest animal the planet can support. There are limits, you see, to how large a metabolism and ecosystem can beget. Some say a gravity anomaly below the Coco Nur Desert might allow the creature to grow to these gargantuan sizes. A gravity anomaly, she says, casually. Gravity anomaly. Digging it. Digging this parascientific stuff right here. Heck yes. Okay. We told Kim we'd only ask about one, so we'll get out of here. All right, that's all for now, man. Artasclus grows. Let's check out the kitchen. We got some new stuff here. We got a new person to talk to. The tomatoes are so thinly sliced you can see through them. Cool. Hello, sir. Gorisi Kubek. A thin man is smoking below an exhaust hood, occasionally sipping from his mug. This must be the Whirling's cook. As you step in, he nods toward the table and says something in a completely foreign language. The only words you can make out are Gorisi and Kubek. Logic failure. It must be his name. Gorisi Kubek. Sounds representative. I think we're wrong there. And it's probably because we have like a -3 logic check going on right now due to these thoughts we're trying to internalize. Gorisi, I have some questions to ask. The man puts his cup down and replies something, his left hand drawing arcs in the air. Yeah, this guy, we're not gonna be able to communicate with him. But hey, let's try it anyway. Do you know what's behind that mysterious blue door? He looks up at you, then looks away quickly, shrugging and muttering something to himself. Shrugging is an international sign for, no, I don't know what's behind that door. You got some impressive pots there, sir. He smiles and bangs his ladle against each of his pots in turn. It's almost like music, especially with the sounds of assorted dishes boiling and simmering on the stove. Okay, I guess that's all. All right, one of our thoughts is finished.
Some kind of superstar.
Okay, let's let this read out.
They say the world isn't ready for a rock and roll cop. No one wants their state monopoly on violence to be mixed with celebrity worship. They claim to know it would be dangerous for detectives to rise to the ranks of demigods and have sexual encounters with barely legal cover girls. It would be insane, they say. To all this, you say, fuck off and die, in a cool voice. You people have no idea how good these cops are gonna get. They're gonna crack 20 cases a day. In the future, cops will be like astrophysicists, or prime ministers, or prophets. And you're the first one.
Sure. Totally. All right, we're a superstar cop now. Congrats, everybody. Well, our logic debuff is not quite as bad as it was before, but still not great. Yeah, we might want to dump some of these thoughts, to be perfectly honest, because we got two that are. We got two that are kind of removing logic from our character. But they do have some good benefits too. It's a tough choice. Tough choice, everybody. All right, well, we'll ignore that for now because we can't really do anything about it anyway, so. All right, let's head this way. Oh, hey, it's the gardener. Let's just ignore this entire scene here for now. Talking with them kind of sets a lot of things in motion, so we don't want to do that too early. All right, let's check our task list. We have so many things. So many things. Oh, right, we need to pay Gart for tonight's room. All right, let's head back in real quick. We'll take care of that. We have so much money. So much more money than I had in my first playthrough at this point of the game. Because I was just spending. I was just spending. All right, Gart, got the money for your room.
Can I help you?
About my bill for tonight. Yes, 20 real for the night. Good. Got the room for the night, but remember you'll need another 20 real tomorrow. Okay, well, we'll deal with that later. Spoiler alert, we're not gonna be sleeping here after today. We're gonna have a new place to sleep for free. Thank God. All right. Too bad I had to deal with these load times so soon after one another. Okay, let's see what is next on the task list. Explore the whirling secret passages. Well, we know there's a door. We can't get in the door, so we can't do anything about that now. Tonight, we will visit the smoker on the balcony. That's fine. The jam mystery. Okay, let's do that. Let's do that. Let's, we wanted to talk to, I forget his name. Sai Leng, I think is his name. Granted, we are put up to it by the shitty racist driver, so we're not really gonna, like, expect him to be the one smuggling drugs, but it's the next thing on our task list, so.
Everything's still cool here, officer.
So, Sai Leng, what is your stance on drugs? Drugs? For a moment, he's unsure how to respond. I don't go in for that, officer. Drugs ruin lives. Unless you're into drugs, of course, in which case drugs are excellent. He kisses his fingers. Tasty, tasty drugs. I'm kind of indifferent towards drugs. Let's not endorse or condemn either. Let's just proceed. We're looking for a lorry driver who is transporting drugs out of the harbor. He or she is in this traffic jam. That's so cool. You investigating the local drug trade like some cool narc. Yeah, no worries, Havoc. Thanks for stopping by. But he points to the goods. I am not a lorry driver. I'm just a street vendor. I don't know anything about that. A blatant lie, sire. Yet he tells it with such conviction. We'd believe him if we didn't know better. But you are a lorry man. Another driver has identified you and your lorry. Granted, it was the racist who told us this, but still. Who said that? It's the fat racist, right? I bet it's him. He has an agenda against me because I'm an immigrant who works harder than he does. He's a hater. You're not wrong, dude. So you admit you're a lorry driver? No, I just said I work harder and he's an asshole. He stops to think, realizing he can't get out of it. Smart man. Okay, maybe I'm a lorry driver too, a little, but that's not the most important thing about me. That's my day job. This is my dream. He spreads his arms. All right, so you forgot to tell me? Exactly. It's such a small part of my life. It's in the rearview mirror now. I'm climbing out of that hole with ingenuity. All right, stop squirming. What do you know about the drug operation at the harbor? Nothing. I told you, I'm not a dumb guy. I don't get involved with that crowd. And what crowd is that? Crowd, you know, the drug crowd. No, he wasn't talking about an abstract crowd. It was that crowd. Okay, chat. We're gonna have y'all vote on how we're gonna proceed with our interrogation here. He's referring to a specific crowd. We know this because our brain told us. So, the options are, it wasn't some drug crowd. You know who they are. Tell me now. Or, you're wasting my time. Tell me who the fuck is transporting the drugs here. Or, okay, if you don't know, then I'll tell your employer you've been selling his stuff. I'm going to put the poll up. Feel free to click on your choice if you're able, and if you're not, tell me in chat. And otherwise, I don't know. I know what I'm leaning towards, but I'm curious what you all are leaning towards. Okay, the vote is for number one. It wasn't some drug crowd. Uh-oh, it's 50-50. Ah! Okay. All right, we're gonna roll a dice. A two-sided dice to choose between 1 and 3. So let's see if I remember how to do this. So number 1 will be side 1. I could put it, well, it was up. But you can tell me what your choice was, Havoc, if you know what you were gonna choose. Just type in chat what you want. It does not show up on mobile. It's only on desktop. So just tell me choice 1, 2, or 3, and I will adjust the calculations accordingly. You only get 15 seconds for the vote, and I can't change that. It seems extremely short. I don't know. Maybe it's good. I'm not sure. B? Okay, well, we're still tied. All right. So we're going to roll a 3-sided dice. And the result will be the answer we pick. All right, here we go. 3. All right. The one with fucking it? Yeah, gotcha. All right, well, we're going to go with number 3, which was actually the one I was going to choose. So, okay, if you don't know, then I'm telling your employer you've been selling his stuff. No use. He's not telling us. He's too afraid. We need to take him to my station and ask him there. After we've called his boss. Ah, Kim. You're a smart guy, dude. Okay, look. The vendor looks around and lowers his voice. There's bad people doing bad things here. That's all I know. Please don't get me into this mess. I've spent 15 years working my way up. Here we go. There's a tiny bit of truth on the table. Zoom in on it. You've had better luck with mobile Firefox than the Twitch mobile app. Joel, do you see the overlay on Firefox mobile? The little icons you can interact with. There are icons for well, you would have seen the pop-up for the poll in that case. You'd be able to see my task list and my character sheet as well. I haven't tried them. I don't think I've tried watching Twitch streams on a mobile browser. I've only ever used the native app. Pop-up worked fine. Okay, well, good to know. Good to know. I just assumed it was desktop only. I knew it didn't work on the actual app. So, okay, we learned something together. Thank you. All right, well, we're gonna do another poll. We're gonna continue making this a crowdsourced interrogation here. So he's asking us not to pull him into this mess. Our choices are, if you don't want to get into this mess, you have to give us a reason to move on. Or, we're buddies, Solang. Help us out. No one will know it was you. So, kind of good cop, bad cop. So, I'm going to put the poll up. Y'all can tell me what you think in whatever form you prefer. I'm on a recent iPad, so it's probably reporting on a desktop browser to the system. That is probably true. I was assuming phone. But yeah, I bet you're right. Okay, we're gonna go with good cop, I guess. It's a she, okay? The other drivers call her the lady driver. You're better off staying away from her. The way they talk about her, he shakes his head. She's no lady. Ah, too late, Havoc. Sorry. I think you're like, yeah, a good 45 seconds behind everything. We talked to a woman driver, and she was a little batty, that's for sure. But okay. Who are these other drivers who talk? All of them, I don't know. I told you all I know. Are we cool now? I really want us to be cool now. What the fuck, rigged? I don't make the rules, except I make all the rules. I mean, look, you can hang out on your delightful hammock, or you can be completely up to date on the democracy that we have running here. I know which one I would choose. Are we cool now? I really want us to be cool now. Who exactly is talking about this lady driver of yours? The racist? Or the other one with the tattoos? He points north. All of them, even the ones who've left. I don't hang out with them. I don't remember who has tattoos. Okay. Is the lady driver the old woman back there? We point to the pale driver. Dazed out? Strange? I don't know, maybe? If she is, I haven't gone near her. I don't get involved, I told you. He's not ruling her out, but he doesn't know. All right. We're cool now. We're cool. All right. He snaps back to his usual self. Ice cold. Let's cap this off with a purchase. You can walk away from here with funky sunglasses, detectives, both of you. You deserve it. We do have money we can spend. Do we want any of the things he's selling? And it auto-saved there. That's interesting. What's even more interesting is I can't interact with his shop anymore. I can't even talk to him. Did I just lock myself out of, like, buying any of this stuff? I mean, maybe until tomorrow. That's really interesting. And surprising. Find out who's the lady driver and where's her lorry. All right. Well, let's go talk to the old woman again. Oh, wait, no. Now the stuff. Now we can interact with the stuff. Okay. That's weird. But I guess it's all fine now.
You keep coming back. That's good, officer. Keep browsing those clothes. Keep saving that economy.
If he really wants to save the economy, he'd let you pay with net worth. Go over and ask him if you can. What is our... Right, so we have points in intellect and motorics. We got all these sub-skills here underneath that. So we just need to remember, we want to, like, prioritize gear that boosts light blue and yellow is what it boils down to. This one boosts yellow, which could be good. Could be good. Let's leave it for now. We're gonna refresh our memory of everything that is for sale. There's the speakers, I believe, along with the sneakers. That's 50 real. We don't have anything close to that. So yeah, we'll leave. And then here in the box, we have...
The shine on these sunglasses lasts a lifetime, officer.
stylish shades. Right, and we failed this check. So, ugly sunglasses that don't help us, or a goofy visor that boosts our perception for $6. I mean, perception is good. I'm paralyzed with indecision, everybody. What are we wearing? What are we wearing right now? We've got a hat that boosts reaction speed. We've got a jacket that boosts our conceptualization.
The shine on these
Oh, wait.
sunglasses last.
There's a separate item for glasses. I forgot about that. Boosts logic, reduces authority. Okay. Okay. Boy, we have a lot of clothes actually. A bunch of them we don't really want or necessarily need. So yeah. Yeah, we're not gonna buy anything since I'm like. And those sexy garden gloves. You are correct, Dame Karen. Hey, welcome in. You are correct. We have yellow gardening gloves, which boost our interfacing. Let us not forget. Okay, let's go talk to the woman again. Since we may or may not know more about her now. It's not clear. Oh, why are you walking? Let's run, fellas. Let's run. He is a bit cleaner. He's got some new clothes. We're just going down our task list for the day. It's still early morning. We paid our rent for the night already with all the money that we acquired from yesterday's shenanigans. Yesterday meaning in-game time. And we're just going down the list, and we're still investigating the drug smuggling. So that's kind of what we're doing primarily right now. And Dame, I don't know if you saw, but we have emotes and channel point icons. It's all very exciting. Tried it on the phone in Firefox. Mobile view without the stats and task stuff. Got it. Doesn't surprise me.
Lowman, you caught me at an opportune moment. This awful weather keeps me awake. You can entertain me with your questions.
All right. Are you the lady driver? Did you just call me a lady Seraphi? I don't know what that word is. I was told of a woman driver. You're the only woman here. I'm not that either, Zareth? I don't know what that word is. Her smile dissipates. I've gone too far from it all to remember what was between my legs. It doesn't work like that on the long haul. So you're not the driver everyone is terrified of. I'm only terrifying to small children, and to those who used to know me. Yeah, it's not her, believe me. Okay. Fair enough. So there's another scary lady driver somewhere who we have not met. Why are you scary to the people who used to know you? Because they can no longer recognize the person I once was. You said long haul. That's the big ones, the tracks. There's no women and men there. It's all just... She hums along as if to a track on repeat. In the middle of this town, there's a ghostly motorway. It takes all the people where they want to stay. In the background, a quiet song seeps from her cabin into the air. You don't hear any vocals. Spooky. Then who is the female driver I was told of? How should I know? I was going to say, how should she know? Do I look like I spend a lot of time with the other camioneers sniffing around when I have my movies to go to? Okay, thanks. Oh, Sim. The woman stares at you, her mind elsewhere now, on other matters. Something in her is pulling towards some unknown rest state. She twitches, like a sleep kick. Okay, bye. Interesting. So there's another scary lady driver somewhere in the game that we have not yet met. That we know of. We've certainly met several women in this game so far. Okay, I think what we're gonna do next... is we have some phone calls to make. Let's review what those are. Okay. A woman named Sylvie was the one who originally reported the murder, reported the body. She's gone, so we need to get a hold of her. So that's the first call we're going to make. Second call we're going to make is call your station's Lazarus. All right, this is to sort out your health issues. Maybe we'll do that one first, because that might be more entertaining. All right, let's save. Because God knows we've run into some game overs at this point. Oh, okay. Hold on. Let's close the door. We had a thought. Still there? Oh no, it went away. That's a bummer. Okay. No, there it is, right there. Okay, interfacing. In the morning light, the white on blue police livery on the motor carriage cannot but catch your eye. Wait, why am I even thinking about this? Wasn't I supposed to do something important? Something murder related? There's always something important. Doesn't mean you can't take a moment to admire this piece of machinery. I mean, it's true. That's a cool looking police car right there. This is a Cooper's Kanema. The Cooper's Motor Corps follow up to their highly successful workhorse, Cooper's 40, and the answer to the Loom's racing bred Fever series. With its air-cooled, rear-mounted 12-cylinder compression ignition engine driving the rear wheels through a 4-speed manual gearbox, the Kanema is able to reach 100 kilometers per hour in 13.5 seconds and go on to a top speed of 180 kilometers an hour. Okay. I guess we're getting sidetracked by the beauty of this car. Here's what's happening. Won't it roll over in the first sharp corner? The high center of balance is offset by a large battery bank mounted at the bottom of the cabin, feeding all the auxiliary systems and making the Kanema effectively a mobile power plant. That is apparently the case, Dame. That is correct. This tech talk is really rubbing me the right way here. Due to a quite steep price tag, it is very unusual to see one in police livery. Okay. That machine really puts the loco back in locomotion. Very cool. The lieutenant smiles ever so slightly. You want to take a closer look? Hell yes, we do. What's it packing there? Let's point to the engine. 130, he says. I reckon that's a 7-liter V12 there. Harry is a real car nut. I don't know anything about cars, so this is all Greek to me, but that's fine. Man, that's got to be a major advancement over the KR18GU engine on the old Cooper's 40. That's what? A 7-liter V12? 7.2, supercharged. The lieutenant is trying to suppress a smug smile. Unsuccessfully. It looks like a V12 would blow it apart. You might be right. I don't know about these things. A fine machine. Rub your hand over the smooth metal surface. Yes, there's gentleness in the lieutenant's voice as his eyes run over the vehicle's contours. An extraordinary machine. Helium headlights would improve the range and quality of the visual field a lot. Cam, have you ever thought about switching to helium headlights? Actually, I have a pair at home. Just haven't gotten around to fitting them yet. I need to lay some wiring for the ballasts first. If we ever get this case solved, maybe we can do it together? Aw, we're trying to make friends here. I love it. Maybe, he replies with an apologetic smile and nods. Yes, definitely maybe. And means no. Alright, let's move on. We are bonding. Anyway, let's make our phone calls. Alright, let's pick up the radio.
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you?
Okay, let's talk to the station's Lazarus to get our health situation under control, maybe, possibly. It'll take just a moment. Her voice fades out into the familiar radio static.
Gottlieb, what do you want?
He's carelessly chewing on a piece of hard candy. I was told to call the Lazarus. People are worried about me. Is Lazarus a real word? I've never heard this. I mean, this sounds like a station medic or something. I'm not sure.
Oh, it's
Oh, it's me. It is me. You know who I am? Yes, there's no end to the misfortunes fate has seen fit to rain upon me. Okay. Good fortune? You mean good fortune, right? You're basking in the floodlight of my glory. We are superstar cop after all. I don't know. It sounds like he brings you back from the dead, a la Lazarus. Yeah, that was the first word that came to mind too. I don't know. I mean, this world definitely has like non-standard things, so it could just be a made-up word, but I don't know. So FYI, I couldn't reach up and grab a tie from a spinning fan without unbearable pain shooting through my arm. Hard to tell exactly what it was over the phone. Could be a combination of peripheral neuralgia and high blood pressure. Could be that you were having a heart attack. Or actually, he seems to be positively surprised by the idea. It could be both, given your profile. Wait, both? But that sounds bad. Yep. He's like, yep, that's pretty bad. No wonder I'm in so much pain. I feel like I've been damaged. Yes, probably in more ways than one. He sounds very careless about it all. Positively breezy. So what do I do? Cut down on the drinking, pal. In fact, cut off the drinking. The drugs, too. Anything else? Abstinence could have immediate positive effects on your health. This guy does not have what I would call a good bedside manner, in my opinion. Okay, I think I've developed extreme photosensitivity. That's because you're hungover. Even the radio waves coming from your direction smell like liquor. Do you feel your eyes are twitching too? Yes. That's the tiny vessels pulsating from high blood pressure, stupid officer. You might be sustaining permanent damage to your vision as we speak. Not much I can do about it. I'm not an eye doctor. Okay, what kind of doctor are you then? He's giving it to you straight. I mean, you're right. And it sounds like he's extremely tired of our shit overall. So, I'm the busy kind of doctor. It's not life-threatening, just annoying. For you. I've got more important things to do here. It certainly does not help with aiming. That's true. Okay. I think I've had a heart attack. And you survived it. Congratulations. Are you mobile? Yes. Even better. Anything else? I wouldn't worry about that. Officers your age have coronary trouble all the time. Also, death is a natural part of life. Oh my god. Accept it. The body is an object and objects break down. Do what good you can with yours before the rest goes too. Alright, this is the real thing. This is the real thing. I've lost my memory. All of it. With all the damage you've been dealing yourself with drugs and alcohol, I'm not surprised. You're not surprised. Okay. Anything else? He has the anti-bedside manner. You are correct. What else? I'm not a brain doctor. Look on the bright side. You've got a whole new life now. Use it wisely. It's hard to say if he doesn't believe you or doesn't care. Well, is there anything you can do for me? What? You want me to do blood work for you again? Tell you just how bad things really are across the board? You want another rundown of everything collapsing inside your body? Yes, I do. This is probably going to hurt our morale. But we have healing items and more than one point of it. So, yes, give me the truth. You want the real, honest-to-God truth? Stop drinking, eat magnesium and vitamin D. Our station is not a retirement home. We don't have the funds to deal with rock stars past their prime. And no, I don't want to hear a political commentary on the topic. In fact, I've got work to do. Some idiot has glued his eyelids shut with cyanocrylate. It looks like Mac Torson. It's not fucking cryoactylate. It's super glue, Doc. Okay. Okay, I guess that's it. We completed our task. The phone clicks. Suddenly you hear the already familiar voice. All right. So let's talk to this Sylvie person. Of course, what's her number, officer? Cam, didn't Gart give you Sylvie's number? Yes, hold on. The lieutenant looks at his notes. Her number is 005-1944-298. Hold on, officer. Start slapping a marching rhythm on your thighs. Give it a minute. She might be busy at the moment. Takes a bit to get to the phone. Just wait. Relax. Okay. Officer, I have Sylvie Malika on the line for you.
Yes, hello?
A female voice greets you through static. Sounds like she's a million miles away from here. This is the police calling. I have some questions for you about your last days at work.
Oh, right. Hello, officer. What can I do for you?
We met her, apparently, but we have no memory of this. So you quit your job at the Whirling. Why? You mean, why did I leave the bar? You can hear her tense up on the other side. Honestly, I'm not really comfortable discussing it with you, sir. Uh-oh. Why not? Why aren't you comfortable discussing it with me? Let's just say I left because I needed to get away from someone. Is the someone us? It's probably us. Did you... get away from whom? You know whom. Did you leave because of guards? What? No, why would you even think that? Oh no. Right. He asked her out. He told me he asked you out. Are you saying it didn't happen? Please don't bring Guard into this. It's none of your business. God, why can't you just mind your own business? She mutters. I already said I don't want to talk about this. You're messing everything up again. Again, she says. Yeah. She left because of us. Alright, was it you who called the police? No, not me. Interesting. Do you know who made the call? No, sorry, I don't. Not a lot of people have phones around here. Copper thieves take the wires. People don't have the money to have the cables put in again. They use the Union's phone or the one on the coast. Interesting. So the Union has a phone and there's one further down the coast. Got it. It was someone else. The lieutenant makes a note. We'll find them sooner or later, officer. It just might take a while. Okay, but why didn't you call? Didn't a corpse behind your workplace bother you? What? Of course it bothered me. But I thought the Union already knew about the corpse. Makes sense. Okay, why does this Union have to do with anything? I mean, I think we know, but okay. No one calls the police. You can hear her adjust the receiver in her hand. The Union would get angry. Okay, what do you mean by that? You know, what the Union says goes. People listen to them and they take care of their own, which is like everybody here. Let's push a little bit. Tell me exactly why did you let a corpse hang in your own backyard for weeks instead of calling us? I mean, it was a week. I don't think it was weeks, plural. I didn't want to get in trouble with the others. Our brain wants us to push her further, but I don't really want to do that. Let's just say what others. The other people who live around here, local people. I didn't want trouble. What trouble? You don't live here. You don't understand. Squealing is frowned upon here. Everything is dealt with, well, by the Union. Internally. You hear static. Her chin rubs against the receiver. Then, please, I just didn't want any trouble. Okay, we'll back off. Alright, next question. Have you seen my badge and gun? Okay. Yes, I know who you are. You're a police officer. The law. This exact conversation has happened before. Establishing authority before this young girl seems to have been important to you in the past. Don't go there again. Okay, well, how did you first learn I'm a police officer? Maybe we'll learn a little bit more about our past here. You told me back in the Whirling. You told everybody. And you showed us your badge. I don't need to hear about it anymore. Okay. Awkward. Well, hey, my badge is gone. Have you seen it? Oh, no, I haven't. Sorry. Real policemen have uniforms too, by the way. Where's yours? I mean, I think we know where our uniform is. It's hanging from that balcony that we are unable to get to, if I remember correctly. I mean, Kim doesn't have a uniform, and he seems real to me. He's in plain clothes, voluntarily. It's different from not knowing where your uniform is. Okay. Well, let's ask her about our gun. Please, no, not this again. Everyone saw your cool gun, detective. She sounds beyond exasperated. Yikes. Awkward, 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 awkward. This is the most awkward conversation in existence. I showed you my gun? When did that happen? You were trying to impress some people with it. Everyone was eating, and she stops hesitantly, not sure if she should continue. What did I do? What did I do? You were waving it around everyone's face, begging them to describe it. You said it calms you. And then you started making suicide jokes. It got pretty graphic. Yes, this is extremely embarrassing. Oh, those again. I've been trying to wean you off them. Drama, what are you saying? Off of what? You know, when you put your gun, your actual gun, on your temple and pretend to shoot your brains out? Off of that. People don't like that. Yeah? I remember this. You were screaming things like, my brains are all over the walls, painting them red. I won't be seeing it, because these are my brains. I can't see without my brains. Very nice visuals there. Let's just go with, okay, I don't know what to say. Me neither. Yep. Alright, what happened to my gun? No idea. All I know is next you were waving around money instead, saying things like big bucks cannot lie, and guns can't buy money, but money can always buy guns. It almost looked like you pawned it, but believe me, I did not ask. Yikes. Yikes. I mean, it's not surprising that the thing that led to our apocalyptic night of drinking had things like this, but still. Big yikes. Big yikes. You might have been a dick. It's true. It is extremely true. Have you seen my policeman uniform? Uniform? I never saw you in any uniform. You had your things on. The disco things. No elaboration there. I think I got everything I need. Thanks. I hope so. Please don't call me again. Bye. Why does she seem angry with you? This is a red check. We can only try this once. So we got some bonuses because we know Gart asked her out, and because we have the inexplicable feminist agenda. So we have a pretty good chance of succeeding on this question here, which is, why does she seem angry with us? We did it. Yes, you have obviously done something to upset her at the Whirling in Rags when she was still working there. Wait, before you go, you're mad at me, right? Tell me, what did I do? I can't remember anything. I'm not mad, it's just... You were so drunk and so emotional all the time. And then the skua thing happened. It just made me want to quit. Okay. So what skua thing? The skua is the bird, the stuffed bird that Gart has been putting back together in the cafeteria. The stuffed bird, the great skua. You threw it against the wall while screaming, "Fuck that bird," and laughing like a maniac. I think you said it had been giving you shit ever since you got here. Okay, we're gonna put these responses up to a vote. 1, that sounds like me, all right. 2, this doesn't sound like anything like me. I love birds. 3, bitch bird got what was coming to her. Or 4, why do I always end up screwing everything up? So, chat, tell me what I should choose. Either choose from the poll, or if you're not watching on desktop, you can just tell me what you want. Got to vote for number 4. I think I'm fine with number 4. Okay. Why do I always end up screwing everything up? It was a pretty bird. There since I started working in the Whirling. I really liked her. We called her Scotty. So you're telling me I was the one who made you quit? Yes, obviously. You were the worst client I've ever seen. And I've seen so many assholes in this place. Yikes. I've had sailors fighting, union guys grabbing my ass, kids stealing booze. Once a guy was glued to the karaoke machine every night for 2 months. But you... Go on, I want to know what I did. Well, you were worse than all of them. Honestly, you were getting borderline aggressive. Even about little things, like not turning down the volume at 3 a.m. I even liked one of those songs you kept listening to on repeat. No more. I hate it now. Which song? We Go On by the OO. Can't listen to it anymore. You've turned it into a parody. Well, I'm sorry. To hell with that song. Then there was your room, your project, an experiment to see how bad it can get in there. I tried to send the cleaner, but you wouldn't let me. Threatened to make me understand. I had no idea what you meant, and I don't want to know. And then you screamed something about how you're actually a real cool guy and no one understands it. One of the coolest guys there is. The coolest guy in Jamrock. Something about disco, too. I'm sorry. And then I had to deal with your toilet. The one you clogged with police documents, causing water damage downstairs in the kitchen. Wow, we were really the worst. We were absolutely the worst. I won't even mention you waving your gun around, harassing customers, threatening to sing karaoke, threatening to kill yourself. Hold on, what police documents was that? The ones I had to wrench out of your toilet. What happened to those? Damn it, I don't remember what I did to your damn papers. I don't remember every little thing I do. Resentment gives way to concern in her voice. Especially when there's a hurricane loose. It's your fault for losing them, not mine. Something in you wants to immediately forget about this, as if there is a reason you threw them away. Okay, I get it. I was not a very good tenant. No, you really weren't. You were simply the worst. Okay, let's just say we're sorry. God, I knew I shouldn't have brought it up. Just try not to call me again and let's pretend it never happened. Well, when I spoke to Guard, it seemed like he thought you left because of him. Wait, really? No, that's absolutely not true. I like Guard. I really do. Well, didn't he cross the line when he asked you out? No, I was actually flattered. I've always liked him. It was just bad timing with the corpse and all that. I mean, that makes sense, you know? There's a pause. You can almost see her on the other side, the telephone cord coiled around her index. I don't know what to say to him later. Then you came and destroyed the place. So I left without explaining. I should have told him, maybe. Well, hey, we can tell him. Okay, but please don't mess it up. Please don't take out your gun or something. I'm surprised that she... I'm surprised that this is even an option. But maybe because we passed that empathy check before. Maybe that's why. Alright, what else did I sing? I'm looking for a song. All sorts of things. Some disco, rock too. So much disco and rock. Was I singing The Smallest Church in San? Yes, that's the one you like to sing along to the most. The later it got, the more that one came on. Interesting. You still have to find a copy, though, before you can blast it. Right, we were going to sing this song karaoke, which now I'm thinking might be a bad idea. Alright, thank you for talking with me. Take care. You hear a sigh of relief on the other end of the radio. Wordless, the call breaks. Then the already familiar voice. Okay. Okay. I'm done with the radio. Okay, so we got a skill point. We finished a thought. Let's check that out first.
Advanced race theory.
Okay.
Everything is calm in the eye of the race storm. Your mind is lucid and bright. The mind-bending phylogenetics appear more distant and, to be fair, a little ridiculous. The great race mystery has cleared up. All that's left to do is verbalize your thoughts. Go and talk to Measurehead about your newly found insights.
Okay. So maybe we can get into the harbor now. Also, we have another skill point. We have another skill point, which we could use to forget a thought. Which maybe we'll do. Maybe we'll do. And try one of these other ones instead of unlocking. But we haven't put any points into our skills since our first level up. Honestly, and I don't know. I guess I'm thinking maybe we should actually do that. Honestly, not sure which one to do. Yeah, okay. I am gonna put a point in here somewhere. Since we have so many points in intellect, I go back and forth between should I just keep leaning into that or should I try to bring motorics up along with it. I mean, perception could be handy, but visual calculus has actually been a really fun skill to have. So maybe I'll do that. Maybe I will add another point into visual calculus. I'm literally paralyzed with decision here. Well, you know what? We'll just do that. We'll just do that. Level up. Okay. Great. I don't regret that at all. Not at all. Okay. Let's save. What's on our task list now? Who made the call reporting the crime? Okay. One thing I like about this game, for long-term quests, it will tell you this might take some time. Don't expect you're just gonna like check this off your list like immediately. It's kind of nice when you're like deciding what to do, because we have a long list, right? So it's just a nice thing to kind of relieve you of the, you know, that feeling of like, should I do everything as soon as possible? Like, no, just chill, you know, it'll be fine. Okay, I'm arbitrarily picking the next task, which is to open the trash container. So we'll do that. We'll do that next. That is in the courtyard with the body. So we'll just keep heading up that way. Was there anything new here? I don't think there was. I think... Right, we saw this earlier. Okay, no, there's no new info here. Okay. You can see the woman from the very beginning of the game just hanging out here smoking, apparently. Right, let's try to open this trash container, dumpster. Open with the key. With a well-oiled crack, the lock pops open. Should now be possible to simply raise the lid. Don't. Maybe you shouldn't. What's this? Just a feeling. A warning from some part of you. All right. Let's open the lid. The smell of rotten food rises to greet you. You see soggy cartons, dirty rags, and organic waste. We're just in time. The lieutenant peers in. This hasn't been emptied for over a week. Ugh, gross. Okay, look under the box of cartons. You see milk and egg rests with one broken in it, some pasta wrapper. Picking up the soggy packages somehow feels familiar. Thank God we have these gloves on, right? You've done this before. The movements are recorded in your elbows, the methodology in your fingers. You're used to this. Used to what? Dumpster diving? No, searching for evidence in the trash. Okay, fair enough. Dive further. The box falls into pieces in your hands. Batiste Soleil cereal. There are plastic pasta packages below and turbo noodles. Nothing of note. Okay, what about the rags? Among the threadbare kitchen towels, something catches your eye. A pair of denim trousers? Let's grab them. As the legs of the slime-covered jeans begin to unspool from the garbage, a rank corpse smell fills the air. Ugh. The victim's clothes. Cadaverine odor is faint. If those belong to the deceased, they were removed when he was still in the early stages of decay. Drop them in here, officer. The lieutenant produces a black plastic bag marked evidence from his pocket. Guitar mark blue jeans. Pockets empty. Or emptied? He wore them with a belt, too. A wide belt. The loops appear stretched, but he looks into the container. The belt is missing. That's it. Do you see anything else in there? I have another bag here. Something slimy catches your eye. We can reach for it or go. Nope. We're going to reach for it. A drab long-sleeve shirt, olive colored, appears from the food waste, dripping with pus. Oh. This is a military-type overgarment. No label or serial number. This is the kind of rib-knit shirt that's worn over light armor to conceal it in an urban scenario. Anything else? The rest of the rags are just kitchen variety waste. A yellow old mug that catches your eye, but other than that... Thrown out towel, a mug. That's all. New task. Who put the clothes in the trash? Alright, we should go to Gart again and ask if he knows who put the clothes in the trash. Could be as simple as someone from the hostel cleaning the yard, or that one. He nods toward the red-haired boy behind him. I'd advise against confronting that force. Thank God I just finished brunch. Yeah, sorry, Dane. Do you think someone from the whirling might have been involved, maybe? Not really. All we know is the victim's clothes are in the trash, the lid was locked, and this establishment had the key. It's just a small loose thread. Maybe we ask the kids who put them here. The fuck's he on about? Kids? The one behind the fence yells. You hear that, Kuno? He thinks you're an infant or something. See? Okay, fair enough. Alright, let's search the food waste. It's just organic waste. Cold and slimy on your hands. Apple and potato peels, mostly. Unidentified sludge. And the occasional chicken bone thrown in for good measure. But hey, what's this? A blue piece of plastic sticks out from the apple peels. It's shiny. Looks like the corner of something. Something larger. A clipboard. A blue plastic clipboard with moist papers hanging from it. They look badly damaged, but you can still make out forms and notes written in a man's handwriting. Officer, is that your paperwork? No, it can't be. We found our paperwork. Secret task completed. Yes, it is. Look, he points to it. This plastic has the RCM street grid on it. You've even got an autopsy form. A miserable-looking slip of paper sticks to the board. If you don't mind my asking, how could you let your paperwork end up in the trash? Well, didn't Sylvie mention this earlier to us? Right, that's why I tried to flush my cop life down the toilet. Right. But we're going to say it has a foreboding quality to it. Maybe I needed to lose it for the great bloodletting to begin. What are you talking about? I speaketh the tongue. Doeth thou also thorough inventories? He points to the ruined notes. You should take stock of your notes. Make sure it's all there. Official notes contain informants' names. If some of it has fallen into the hands of RCM's adversaries, bloodletting may well ensue. Okay, I'll do that. New task. Read your ledger and name the case. All right. This is like our journal, apparently, that we just went an entire day without. It would also not hurt to start taking notes on the case. He peers into the trash where soggy cartons and rags stink uninvitingly. Now tell me what your eagle eyes see, or are we finished? Okay. the mug. I'm getting that mug too. You pick out a broken mug with an oddly racist depiction of the yellow man frolicking in saffron. Well, that's unfortunate. An antique. Only in its social sensibility. Okay. The lieutenant briefly glances at the mug, then returns his sight to the trash. Okay. That's one thing off the list. I think we got it all. Okay, cool. Let's check our ledger. It's a ledger you found in the trash. A pitiful cabbage of white and yellow papers hanging from plastic board, barely held together by a metal clip. This sad display is made complete by the faint smell of urinal cleaner. Great. Anything else? There's a piece of toilet paper, or is it cleaning tissue? No, it's toilet paper, desperately sticking to the back of the blue plastic clipboard. It's a metaphor for you. Thank you, waterlogged ledger, for spelling it out for us. All right, inspect the toilet paper, I guess. It's just toilet paper, sticking to the back of the plastic clipboard. You can take it off if you want. Chat, are we going to take the toilet paper off of our clipboard, or are we going to leave it there because it's cool? Please give me your opinions, one or two, or just type in chat. Beautiful Skyrim, welcome in. Thank you, thank you. Glad you like the emote. How you doing this fine evening? We're making poor decisions in this video game. All right, let's take off the toilet paper. Feels like evidence? Well, let's see. Well, we got experience for removing it. Still wet, the toilet paper peels off the plastic easily. All you have to do is shake off your finger and voila. The ledger now looks marginally better. Marginally. Okay. Let's inspect the clip of the clipboard. An aluminum block runs the width of the board, biting down on the paperwork. Its crocodile teeth are the only thing keeping the papers together. A regular pencil, the tip worn down to nothing, has been attached to the clip. Let's run our finger across the aluminum, like you do. The surface is interrupted by a silvery sticker. It's rectangular, sparkling with iridescence. You don't know how you didn't notice it before. I'm intrigued. Looks like an official mark made to be low visibility outside the right circumstances. That's interesting. It's similar to the RCM watermark on your blazer, the lieutenant mentioned. Didn't he say something about the headlights of his motor carriage, that you can read these? Ah. What? He's lost in his own notes. It takes a moment for him to see it. Yes, a halogen watermark used for adding information to RCM property. What kind of information? It depends. Aside from an anti-counterfeiting stamp, mine has my station number and address. The information varies by date of issue. Maybe yours will have how many cases you solved. I don't know why that was a logic check, but we passed it, so good enough. All right, how can I read it? Any capable light. Right, you mentioned the headlights of your Kanema? Yes, RCM vehicles have headlights tuned especially to reveal halogen watermarks. Sweet. All right. Let's browse the white papers. They're not exactly white. They're yellowed in patches by sunlight and alcohol and covered in dense blue handwriting. Ink escapes into watercolor patterns, reaching its tendrils across entire pages. The paper itself is checkered with faint red lines forming short paragraphs. Once in a while, there's a red stamp that exclaims, "Case files, commit to paper." The case files themselves are plenty. You count more than 100 sodden, crumpled up, earmarked pages falling apart in your hands. They appear to be sufficiently organized and extremely dense, if mostly illegible. What is in there? Work, strife, poverty, the Jamrock Quarter. These are handwritten logs of investigations dating back to January 51, this year. The exact number is hard to estimate due to missing pages and an odd naming convention. but there are at least 20, maybe 30 cases. Undertaken, not completed, mind you. It's the middle of March. You have attempted 2 cases a week on average. Okay. What do you mean? Is that all? Is 2 cases a week a good caseload, Lieutenant? Huh? He raises his nose from his notes. 2 complex cases to undertake is a lot, yes. You really have to push yourself. I would not suggest it, lest you start making mistakes. Well, hey, buddy, 2 cases a week appears to have been my load. I'm not sure I completed them, though. 2? He raises both eyebrows. That's a lot. I didn't mean to say you're making mistakes, by the way. That was presumptuous of me. I'm sure I made plenty of mistakes. That's okay. We all make mistakes. There is a mention of a naming convention in these papers. Yes, it appears you employ a, shall we say, robust yet literary system. Each investigation has its case number written on the margins. Yet, still more tellingly, most are accompanied by a name. A title, one might even say. One that draws inspiration from Snoop fiction and Vespertine cop show staples. I don't know what Snoop fiction... Oh, detective novels. Mystery novels. Okay. I've never heard it called Snoop fiction before. That's interesting. And they're written in capital letters, too. Yes, all caps. One is called The Next World Mural. Another, The Square Bullet Hole Murders. Another yet, The Unsolvable Case. Others appear more lighthearted. The Guys on a Couch in an Unexpected Location. And The Murder at the Hookah Parlor. Even the rare, article-free Collapsing Tenement. Murder features prominently throughout. It's going to make an effort to piece these case files together, but it can be done later. Once you're done inspecting them up close. Okay. Kim, my cases appear to employ some kind of naming convention. You mean the alphanumeric officer precinct time of arrival at the scene? No. Non-numeric. One with titles. Oh, you mean the titular? Yes. So do I. In our defense, almost everyone in the RCM does. Why is that? It's a holdover from the early days of the RCM, right after the revolution, when the organization had little idea how to do things. It persists in an unofficial capacity. Officers use these titles to refer to their work among themselves. Well, I seem to have a case named The Square Bullet Hole Murders. Again, in your defense, I seem to have named one. He peeks into his notes. The man with the hole in his head. That was a real person. His death was real. Still, I named it that. To amuse myself. Joel, welcome back, and have a great night, buddy. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate you, buddy. He smiles. I pray his loved ones never find out. What happened to him? Rail spike through the head. He died. It was a workplace accident. Okay. That's it? The notebook is annual. It says 51 on what remains of its cover. A molten strap of cardboard. Everything prior to this must have belonged to a previous volume. In short, there was more. Okay, I have to open an official case. Is there room? There is, for precisely one more. 15 pages near the end remain untouched by the damage. The checkered grid forms a structure of passages, breaking the case into subtasks to accomplish. Once all the tasks are accomplished, the case is complete. All right, commit to paper using the pen Lena gave you. The tasks you've completed flow out of the kind green ape pen in a brash freehand, similar to the rest of the letters. The wording comes easily. It's almost robotically simple, a language developed for mental rigor and simplicity. Inspect victim's body. Interview the cafeteria manager. It's not exactly poetry, but poetry would be out of place. Let's cross out the ones we've already finished. A satisfying slash sounds across the paper. You're done, it seems to say. And you. And you. You're a swashbuckler with that pen, Harry, and it feels good. Feels like completion. Feels like video games. Things to be done and things already done. The composition of reality. This is an extremely useful tool for a detective of the Citizens Militia. Now all that remains is to name the case. Lieutenant, have you, by any chance, named our case? No, actually. Any ideas? Ha! Okay, chat, you're gonna pick. You're gonna pick for me. Our choices are the Hanged Man, the Furies Are at Home in the Mirror, the Setting Sun, Shit on a Stick, or actually, I don't have one. So, make your choice if you can. If you can't, if you don't see the poll overlay pop up, you can just type in chat if you're so inclined. So, poll is up. I don't know what I would choose, honestly. The Hanged Man is quite literal. That is probably what I would choose, if we're being honest, but we'll see how it turns out. Okay, all right, the Hanged Man it is. Great, that's great. That's actually what I was thinking too. Kim says, the Hanged Man. Good, strong name. We have a very good name for the case now. He flips the pages of his notebook. I'm going to start calling it the Hanged Man. It's good, we sorted this out. Man, Kim loves his case names, it sounds like. All right. So we browse the case files. We have the ability to read the case files. Let's hold off on that. Let's browse the yellow papers. I cannot believe how much time we've spent browsing this clipboard of papers in this video game. This is a very interesting video game. I love it, but it is very interesting. All right, yellow papers. In the back, you see thin, translucent copier paper. Some neon yellow, some bright red, all covered in boxes, like marching armies. These look like official forms waiting to be filled out. Ooh. Then rip them from the binder and hand them out, according to type of form. Are these like tickets? Like citations? What type of forms are these? 3. There are 3 types. Okay, the topmost are misconduct fines, the middle ones are station calls, and the bottommost are field autopsy forms. Each is easy enough to make sense of. Okay. You don't have to be an intellectual giant to do police work. Okay, so look at the fine. A monetary penalization ranging from 20 to 250 real. Severe cases allow for 1,000 real, but that requires special paperwork. The details of issuing these fines are spread out over the rest of the fields. They appear pleasantly vague. All right, what is the station call form? These are quite sinister in tone. They give a date and time for the person to appear at the specified precinct police station. Below the call are the criminal charges you risk by not appearing. Right, we learned that they don't generally arrest people and bring them in. They instead give them a form to show up later. And apparently the system works. All in a print so small it could be considered downright cute. Okay, field autopsy form. 12 pages of thin copy paper, bright red in color. You see the parameters of a deceased human form waiting to be filled in. Age, sex, condition of internal organs. Right. Yes, all that remains now is to fill those forms and hand them to people. Fines for wrongdoers, interview requests for bad guys, and field autopsies to dead guys. The rest of the stinking cellulose is much worse for wear. Being sandwiched between the board and the rest of the paperwork must have spared the fragile copier paper. Well, that worked out well, didn't it? Let's look at the clipboard. It's made of dark blue plastic, hard enough to beat someone to submission with. The edges are rounded, however. The U4 size board feels thick and heavy in your hand. Light shimmers on its wet surface. On the back, you see the embossed letters. RC Hemp. Let's shake the ledger because we can. Something rattles inside, ever so lightly. Is there a hidden compartment? Ooh. And something small inside, light, made of paper or cardboard, or dried flowers, perhaps. Permeables. It's not hidden per se. The compartment is made for permeable materials that would get damaged if something happened to it. The plastic shimmers like lapis lazuli, but it is not see-through. You cannot see to its center. How would we open this compartment? With your hands? U4 size pages hang from the clip screwed to the top of the board. Okay. Let's try opening the hidden compartment. We did it. All right. The two sides of the board appear slightly misaligned, like a drawer that's come off the slides. If you bend the plastic on your knee slowly, the slide snaps back into place. Should be possible to just, slide the drawer open. Without resistance or sound, the two panels move against each other. The compartment is now open. 2 ticket stubs and a handmade postcard are inside. Choice number 3 is really weird. We can pick up the ticket stubs, we can pick up the card, or we can say, fucking kill yourself, you asshole. Let's pick up the ticket stubs. 2 octopuses are smiling, reaching their tentacles toward each other in the colored pencil drawings. The tickets permit access to a zoo in Revachol East. The aquarium costs extra. These let you go there too. Do we want to try option number 3? It just seems so dark and sudden, and it scares me a little bit. I don't think I do. I don't think I want to. I don't want to go down this road. Let's pick up the postcard. Thin wax paper has been glued. Yeah. We're in agreement, Dame. Thin wax paper has been glued to a piece of cardboard. Sounds like leaves rustling when you pick it up. You see violet flowers, floral patterns, patches of glue. Let's smell it. It smells of chewing gum, apricot flavored. A touch of cinnamon, the end of summer. You think the label says Tutti Frutti. Okay, let's open it. Familiar handwriting lines the inside of the card, looped round letters in a woman's hand. A young woman in her 20s. There's care, effort, and a smile, you think, although that is not something you can read from someone's handwriting. Harry, it begins. You're already reading. I wanted to write you a letter so you can read it when you wake up. Maybe it will make you happy. Okay. Our brain is saying throw it away, please. But it'll make me happy, brain. A merciful wind blows in from the Bay of Revachol, dusting the ground at your feet and raising newspapers far away. You feel the card slipping into it. What was that? Frisson covers your entire body. A feeling of cold, a persistent chill. Chat, do we want to throw the card into the wind? Or do we want to hold on to it? Make your choice. Our body is telling us, get rid of it. But chat so far is telling me to read it. So I think we're going to read it. Okay. Your hands shake, holding onto it. Every morning when I step out and you're asleep behind me, it says, I find a little piece of sadness in me. I carry it in my chest down Voyager Road. Every step I take, it grows. By the time I reach the fuel station, it has filled me entirely. I step on the light rail and look back. Sparks fall from the bow collector. I know it will be like this until late afternoon, when I get off the 42, and walk back to you. Keep reading. You. Every step I take will get lighter. It almost makes me run. Sometimes I do. I can't believe I met you. I can't believe the happiness I feel with you. You have a vast, vast soul, and I will always, always, always come back to it. Kisses, kisses, kisses. You feel the air sucked out of your lungs and the blood sucked out of your head. Everything around you gets dark. Small white dots appear. The screen just went dark, everybody. Sparks fall like snow from the bow collector. A streetcar distancing. Man, my voice got really hoarse. I think I need more tea. You feel the ledger slip from your hand. No, hold on. Okay, let's hold on. To what? There's nothing. Detective, is everything all right? Okay, let's fall sideways. You fall sideways. I hope this wasn't a game over. What is happening? What is happening? What?
There is nothing. Again.
Nothing?
Nothing sad, brother. No treachery, just blackout. Well, almost nothing. There is the ground below you, that's still there. And the small light that's on, fluttering, somewhere in the basal ganglia.
Who's that?
That's me. Blue eyes, that's me.
And who is that? Who is me?
Who was what?
He speaks of the sickening longing, the unwell emotion. Even in the darkness, he's grasping for it. Still trying to hold on to the great sorrows slipping in the water. Slimy.
Ugh. No, I was cool. I'm cool.
The cool when you're dead, brother.
Here in the paleo-mammalian cortex, we call it the shadow. Because it's always there.
We gained a new thought. Tell him. Tell him.
Ah, yes. In the olfactory system, they call it the apricot chewing gum scented one. It's unhealthy of them to linger on it so. But as they say, what do you do?
So we read this letter from obviously like a former lover, wife, something, you know, we don't know. And it broke Harry. It broke him just now. He is recovering, I think, I hope, but it broke him. So we saw that we smelled apricot chewing gum. And now we have a choice of saying that smelled so nice or that smelled like betrayal. So obviously something bad happened in the past that he doesn't remember. Specifics anyway, but he remembers. It had to have been traumatic as hell for this to be the result, right? But yeah, I mean, what do we choose here? It smelled nice or it smelled like betrayal? I don't know. I'm leaning towards it smelled so nice. Let's just do that. Or, you know, I'll leave it up to you, chat. Chat, you can say whether it smelled so nice or it smelled like betrayal. You can make your choice if you're watching. I don't know. Did they tell us anything about the letter? Was it old? Otherwise, it sounds like he was having an affair. It wasn't. Yeah, I guess I wouldn't say it was new. I would not have interpreted that as he was having an affair, personally, but I guess I don't know. But yeah, I mean, that's one interpretation I guess I could see. Okay, well, it smelled so nice.
It didn't smell nice. It smelled like betrayal.
Okay, well, so much for that. Was that the X something? The
Bloated corpse of the past resurfacing.
No, it was beautiful.
Beautiful. Believe me, stupid ape, its lack of beauty was not the problem.
Where is Voyager Road?
There is no Voyager Road. There are no roads, no houses, no lights in the windows. It's all on pause.
I don't really know what that means. There's something about a bow collector?
Yeah, man. What was that about?
I don't know either. It was because they mentioned the writing was by a young woman who I assumed was not his wife. You're right. They did say it was by a young woman. I mean, it could be from years ago, like when they first met. It certainly sounded like this was from a woman who was in love with him. I mean, obviously something went wrong. But yeah, maybe that was years ago. Okay, let's just lie there motionless.
You think they would let you? Until you disintegrate into biomolecules? No. Someone is breathing on your face now, inspecting your pupils, stupid idiot.
Okay, what is that? It's cold.
Yes, they're pouring something on you. It's in you. And
It's delicious, apparently. Ah, alright. Game is coming back. Glowing lights on a dashboard emerge out of nothingness. You are in the upholstered cabin of Lieutenant Kitsuragi's motor carriage, seated in the driver's basket. The air is thick with leatherworks and heavy fuel oil. Cold water runs down your chin. I think the Lazarus might see you now. That's good. Yeah, maybe he will. Drink water. The lieutenant is extending a small canister to your mouth. Okay, we'll drink. Oh, got our health back. I mean, we were good, but still. The water is cold, silvery, the stuff of life itself as it pours down your parched throat. The pounding in your head recedes. The darkness parts. Drink. He tilts the canister. You haven't drunk water in 2 days. Did you know the human body is not made to survive on alcohol alone? You need a secondary form of hydration. Well, you know what? I'm actually more of a magnesium-based life form now. We internalize that thought. That's just a drug addict myth. In reality, you're still comprised of dihydrogen oxide, which you must replenish to go on living. With greedy gulps, you down half a liter of cold water. Some of it spills on the driver's seat. The lieutenant pays no heed to it. What happened? How should we respond to Kim here? We could say, I should ask you the same. We can say, I came in contact with the burnt out ruins of the past, Lieutenant. We can say, I was dehydrated. Won't happen again. Or we can just say, fuck it, and start climbing out of the motor car. Make your choice, chat. I know what I would choose, but I'm curious what y'all would choose. If you have any opinions on the matter. Okay, well, we'll go with my choice. Number 2. I came in contact with the burnt out ruins of the past, Lieutenant. Good, we're on the same page. We gained the ledger of failure and hatred. That does happen sometimes, he says. He hands you the remains of your ledger. He replies with such understanding, it's as if the burnt out ruins of the past were an occupational hazard. Athlete's foot for cops. You drop this. Are you okay to proceed? Let's solve this case. Good. Wow. Okay, well that was quite a payoff to that whole ledger thing. Let's freaking save. Man. I hope we're friends. I mean, we've certainly had our moments together, that's for sure. This is the same ledger you found in the trash, only worse somehow. It makes you think about the letter, about the woman's handwriting, about not wanting to get out of bed in the morning. Let's interact with it again. I don't think we finished actually doing everything. We can smell it. Let's smell it. The acidic stench of rotting food has rubbed off on the cellulose. It now forms the base of the experience. This base surrounded by faint air of spoiled meat, the stuff of death itself, and then sprinkled liberally with the citrus zest of toilet cleaner. Ooh. You know, like the bits they put into public piss bowls, probably called Fermi Discreet or Axel or something. At some point in his journey, the ledger has seen the inside of a public toilet. I know, Sylvie already told me. If you knew it was dunked in the toilet before getting chucked into the trash, why are you sniffing it? Well, the option to sniff it was there, so I'm playing a video game. So you wanted to get in on the trash toilet stink collab? Find out what happens when these two get funky together? Okay, pal. Are you angry with me, Nose? Yeah, it turns out your nose doesn't like self-indulgent literal shit huffing. Quell fucking surprise. Come on, no more. The ledger's going back down, away from your nose. Okay. Can I read the case files that we had? Yes. You could piece them together using the alphanumeric code on the margin. It always begins with HDB41, then date of initialization, and time of arrival on the scene, followed by the title. So, okay, officer precinct. Yes, your precinct number is 41, and HDB is... Every last alphanumeric in the files begins with, and these are your case files. It's safe to say HDB are your initials. Hey. Horace Debbie Berenger? That is improbable. How long does it take to read a case? It takes about half an hour to read one together using the system you've devised. Where do you want to start? So if we want to pass time, we can read our case files. We don't actually need to do that now, and I'm not going to do that now. But yeah, we'll revisit this. We can also pass time by reading books and stuff, which we have not bought, but now we actually have the option to pass time by reading our case files. Is there anything else in the hidden drawer? Harry DB, Harry Dirty Boy. Yeah. I don't disagree with you. Let's not choose number 3. Okay, I think we're actually done with our ledger. That was a pretty damn intense experience, I gotta say. We have new thoughts. We have bow collectors. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. If it's bow collector or bow collector. We have white morning, which is related to the letter we got. Maybe we'll do that one next time we get an open thought slot. But okay. Oh, right. We wanted to read the watermarks on the clipboard. So let's do that. Right. How do we do that, actually? I'm guessing we can turn on the headlights here. That'll be our first thing. Kim, how do I turn on the headlights? He turns the preheater on, waits, takes out his keys, and says, "All right, ready." I turn, you press start. It's next to the preheater. Interesting, too, that your character didn't have conscious thoughts about the letter, just an immediate physical reaction. Yes, agreed. Dude has some trauma. I think it's clear to say. Okay. Like a leopard waking from its sleep, yawning and roaring at the same time. The lights unfold with a little click, casting electrical light onto the ground before the vehicle. There you go. I'll turn them off from the remote once you're done. We just need to stand in front of the machine now. Sweet. As you hold your ledger's clip under the headlamp, an iridescent hologram appears. The street grid and the veins of a great river. A familiar sensation washes over you. Did I need to quick save before doing this? There she is, Revachol West. There's a note of pride in the lieutenant's voice. Around the borders of the watermark are dozens, no, hundreds of micro perforations. Let's look at the shimmering street grid. The rectangular watermark is overlaid with the logo of the RCM, and yet the major arteries of Revachol are all recognizable. They shimmer in the Kanima's headlight. Where are we on this? Let me see. He takes the ledger to inspect it. Right here, he says, his finger near the top of the map on a segment of coast jutting out into the great ocean. I'm sure I've seen worse. Oh yes, Coal City, Le Royaume, the burnt-out quarter. Okay. Let's look at the perforations. There are many of them, and they are divided into 3 separate rows. The first row has 18 dots. Not bad. Not bad for what? You don't even know what it means yet. Okay, that's true. What about the next one? The next one is the longest. It runs all the way around the border and then some. Count them individually. You count 216 perforations. Considering that nice large number, a wave of pride washes over you, though you can't say why precisely. Last row has 3 perforations. What, 3? That's it? That's it. Kim, what do all these holes mean? Those are perforations. They represent your record as an officer of the RCM. They're your statistics, as it were. I should have guessed you'd keep a record. Officers often do. Let's take a look. Alpha male officers who are proud of their numbers often do. It's meant. The first row represents your years of service. 18 years. Okay, not bad at all. What did you do before you volunteered? Okay, so wait, 18 years I've done this? That's what it says. I might have guessed even longer based on your age. What did you do all those blissful years of your youth? So his question was, what did you do before we volunteered for the RCM? I'm gonna go with the second one. I walked the land telling horrors and liars of the end to come. There are 9,855 days remaining. Cool. I'm glad you joined us. Not a lot of money and doom crying. Let's move on, shall we? This next row, the one that wraps all the way around, is your number of closed cases. Closed is good. It means finished. You've got, let's see, 216 to be exact. The lieutenant nods with evident respect. It's quite a lot, even for someone who's been on the force for nearly 2 decades. Usually, clearing more than 10 cases a year puts you in the 90th percentile of all RCM officers. See, Kim, I told you I was a superstar cop. Call it what you want. You are a valuable member of your precinct. Now, let's look at the last row. Right, those are your confirmed kills. You've got precisely 3 perforations there. So I'm a killer. Yikes. For an RCM officer, especially Precinct 41, which is in the Jamrock Quarter, it's rather tame. I mean that in a good way. There are certain officers who treat their kills like some kind of ghoulish game. If they do happen to solve a case, it's usually by accident. It's obvious the lieutenant doesn't think very highly of these officers. But it seems as though you are, or at least were, one of the good ones. So we have that to be thankful for. Have you ever killed anyone, Kim? Yes, he says, declining to elaborate. I think we asked him that before. How do you handle the strain? Everyone has their own method of coping, some more effective or self-destructive than others. He gives you a meaningful look. Personally, I find it helps to keep up a few hobbies. Oh, like what? Oh, this and that. Let's not get into it now. Maybe I should find a hobby. Why not gardening? You've already got the gloves. He points to your yellow gardening gloves. Maybe I should pour one out for the boys, the fallen. The lieutenant sighs. If you want to pour out the booze you've been carrying around on duty, I'm certainly not going to stop you. All right. Let's pour one out ceremonially. Yeah, well played, Kim. Yeah, indeed. A dark pool of cheap wine appears at your feet. It shimmers in the lights of the Kanema. The gloaming comes for all, but it came first for you. I'm going to continue choosing these creepy, weird responses. Very noble of you. Are we done here? Thanks for this. All right, let's go. Right, I'll go turn off the lights. You can now see your statistics on your journal page. Okay. Oh, and we have a thought here. Tremble, the time is now. Oh, and there's weird Greek symbols here. Okay, what time is now? Time for the show. The hallowed time of fear and disintegration. A countdown has begun. All will collapse on itself. The world will disappear into a single grain of blackness. All sound will be muted. All life will scream. What is the... I'm not even going to try pronouncing that. Unless someone here can read, I assume, Greek. I don't actually know. Okay, that cleared that right up. When did this countdown begin? Monday morning, the moment you arrived in this reality. You are the first crack in the sheer face of God. From you, it will spread. I love that. Completely different tone, but it actually reminds me of Rosencrantz and Guildenstern Are Dead. That very meta fourth wall breaking kind of like you are in a video game kind of thing. I tend to enjoy. And this is very good. This is very good. So this is because of the insane world ending I've been saying, isn't it? Yes. You spoke the words, and the houses of Paracarnassus, items, people, even words will tumble. All will lose its meaning in the coming years. That is why you marked yourself. I do think the world might end soon. We gained the thought called the cop of the apocalypse. The face of the woman fractures. There will be herd killing. We all become vapor. Sweet. Very cool. Okay. We need to ask a couple people about, well, a couple things. Who put the clothes in the trash? And we need to talk to Gart for Sylvie. So let's talk to Gart first because he's related to both of those items. So let's head back into the hotel. Yeah, Dame, have you read Rosencrantz and Guildenstern Are Dead? It's a play based on a Shakespeare play where the characters in the play realize they are in a play. I forget if it's Hamlet or Macbeth. It might be Macbeth. It's this very like meta commentary play built on top of the Shakespeare play. And it's pretty funny too. Oh, I didn't know it was a movie. Maybe I should track that down. Interesting. All right, let's quick save.
Can I help you?
Here's your trash container key. Thanks. I hope you found what you were looking for. Will. Oh, really? He was in it too? Interesting. I had no idea there was a movie of this. I found the victim's clothes. How strange. I certainly didn't put them there. Well, who else has keys to the trash container? Trash collection service? CS Municipal? I don't see why they would put anything in the trash, though. The elusive CS Municipal. I doubt we'll be able to track down who was sent here last and when. This will have to be one of those little threads that solves itself down the road. Okay, this is the video game telling us we're not going to figure out who put the clothes in the garbage anytime soon. Thank you anyway. Oh, but we can still... Huh. Maybe someone on your staff could have put them there? Sylvie had the keys before I got here, and I can vouch for her. I can vouch for all my staff. None of us would tamper with the crime scene. All right. Well, I talked to Sylvie. She left because of me, not you. It is Hamlet. Okay, okay. Wait, what? He looks up, surprised. But what about the bird? The bird? Yes, the bird. I found it lying on the floor with a broken wing the morning she left. Yeah, that was me. That was me. I threw it against the wall. You broke the skua? His face is flushed with emotions. A rash covers his neck. Oh boy. Kim, I assure you, it was him. Why on earth did you have to break the skua? It's a mystery. It's a mystery. I can't believe it. I was so sure it was Sylvie. Even worse, I thought she was trying to send me a message. Symbol of hope and all. A tender type of hope. Something stirs in you. Perhaps this is why you broke it? I mean, maybe. All right, he calms himself. Did she say anything else? About me, you know. Did she say anything about me? She said she was flattered. It was just a bad timing. Really? I should give her a call then. The man doesn't know what to say. He wipes his brow and stares at the counter. Hey, we leveled up. Nice. Thanks, I guess. He gives you a short nod. Was there anything else you wanted? Hand-eye coordination says, we were sort of hoping there would be a gun, an expensive jewel, or at least a sword in it for you if we deliver the message. Ah, well. It's true. Okay, let's head out. So we gotta level up. Do we want to put a skill point? Do we want to level up a skill point, or do we want to unlock another thought? The thoughts are entertaining, but they're kind of weird. You know, they give us like some bonuses, but also some like things that are not good. I don't know. There aren't a huge number of skill checks we've run into yet that we want to retry by putting another point into them. So maybe let's just keep going with unlocking thought slots. Next question is, which thought to do next? Not that well, actually, okay. White Morning seemed to be related to that. So you see yourself from above. You're passed out on the blue tiles of the hostel room floor. Even from this distance, you can see your eyelids flutter. At the mention of what? A great white object, letting out its sweet smell like a lily of the valley. The little man's forgotten its name, but he still remembers the feeling. And look, he moves. The feeling animates him. He instinctively reaches out for the feeling's best friend, a bottle of Commodore Red. He puts on his disco clothes and gets smaller and smaller. Okay. I was incorrect there. This was related to us, pouring one out for the three people we apparently killed in the past. We can do finger pistols. We can think about Guillaume Le Mion. We can get an actual art degree, apparently. Maybe we'll just go with Cop of the Apocalypse. I feel like we're really hurting our stats with these thoughts, but I like how we're leaning into the role playing that we're apparently doing. Don't do finger pistols, okay? Fair enough. Okay. We'll do Cop of the Apocalypse. Okay. Oh boy. Man, my voice is a wreck today. Absolute wreck. Let's go talk to Kuno about who might have put the clothes in the trash. Yeah. Excuse me. Yeah, if I have Earl Grey, though, I would be awake way too long. Probably gonna talk to Kuno here and then call it for the night. Like, I think I'm just hitting my limit for the day, you know? Kuno, tell us about the trash.
Fuck does Kuno care?
These are interesting choices. These are all new, except for the shack one. But okay, I have more questions about the crime scene. The dead man's clothes were in the trash. How did they get there? Yeah, Kuno doesn't know shit about that. That shit is beneath Kuno. Okay, but I need to know. Listen. Kuno doesn't care about this small-time shit. Just listen. Kuno saw what you did there. Dumpster diving. Sad shit. Kuno could hook you up with some sweet rags. Shit like Kuno's wearing. He points to his pants. Your size, good price, 500 real. That is not a good price. You'd have to be blind not to notice the giant white letters FALN running down his trouser leg. Wait, I asked you what happened to his clothes. You must have seen them lying around? I don't know why we would ask this. Look, Kuno ain't seen shit lying around separate for that up there. Now you want performance gear or not, Grandpa? The lieutenant remained silent, but his expression couldn't say "I told you so" any louder. The sleepy time tea was very good. You're correct. All right, entertain me. What's so great about these pants you're wearing? Pig, these are fallen modulars. Liquid fit, performance crotch, urban survival shit. Made in Mirova by scientists. Pants scientists. Believe it, you need this shit. He unzips his jacket to give you a quick peek at the plastic-wrapped pants. They are graphite black and look brand new. Fancy. These could drastically improve your chances of survival in the urban wilderness. Coach Physical Instrument endorses these pants. They are tartan ready. They will also make you into an idiot. Okay, I like that our brain has different opinions on these pants. All right, I might be interested. Let's talk about this later. All right, Piggo, shit's rolling. Don't do business with the pig, Kuno. He's gonna steal all your money, Kuno. As you can see, Kuno and C don't trust you. Can't do business without trust. It's true. There's more to his distrust than being a pig. He feels threatened by something obscure in you. What that is, however, remains a puzzle for now. Okay, there's also a mug in the trash. The fuck? A mug in the trash? Is this about the fucking clothes again? I don't know. Does this racist mug have anything to do with it? Yeah, Kuno sees where this is going. Kuno's got that fast brain. You saying you pigs are after the mug fucker. Because he's the clothes fucker. I don't know what's happening. Can't hear you, Kuno. Speak louder, Kuno. That's exactly what I'm saying, Kuno. Someone has tampered with the crime scene. Cleaned some of it up. Shit, that's tense. He thinks for a moment. Someone's going to the beatdown basement, huh? Mug guy gonna get tied to the radiator. He nods in approval. I'm not really following this conversation. Kuno doesn't know who put that shit in there. And if he did, he wouldn't squeal. But if you find out, maybe you can tell the Kuno who it was? He's curious. He likes putting two and two together here. Ah, so if we tell him, maybe he'll like us more. And maybe he'll be a little easier to work with. Stop turning into a pig, Kuno. They're trying to get you hooked on the snitching. Get away from my Kuno. Yeah, Kuno jumps back. Get your bacon shit away. Kuno doesn't like to be seen with the po-po. Get your shit done and out of Kuno's face. Okay. Okay. All right, what's in the greenhouse over there? Dunno. Kipped-ass gardener used to work there. Kipped is a pejorative term used to describe people of South Seminoese or Areopagite descent. It used to be a common first name, not so much anymore. So you mean the gardener used to work there? We talked to her. She seemed normal. Yeah, that's what Kuno said. She couldn't handle the heat, so she took off. Kuno can take it. He fills his lungs with the rancid air. His eyes get a little watery. Shit's nothing to Kuno. Look, Kuno doesn't explain shit. Kuno just says shit. He looks you in the eye and nods, as if agreeing with himself. Yes, it is her. Okay. What was she doing in the greenhouse in March anyway? What kind of gardening is done in March? Fish is sometimes used to fertilize the soil a few weeks before planting something. Maybe she was preparing the garden beds? Okay, let's ask her about it. New task. It seems suspicious. You don't like things being like that. Suspicious. Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. So I gotta ask. Who is Kuno? Kuno's Kuno, pig. The boy points to his chest with both thumbs. It's always Kuno, never I. Clearly the kid's using the third-person perspective as a shield. Interesting. So you refer to yourself in the third person to distance yourself from the situation? Kuno doesn't do that smart shit. He seems offended. Don't throw that book shit at Kuno. Kuno knows you're lying. All right, that's fair. Trying to get Kuno hooked on the book. Watch out, Kuno. He's trying to fiddle you. He's going to put his hands on you. The thing behind the fence starts squealing, shrill and violent, like a fire alarm. Help! Pig's got Kuno! Help! Rape! The sound gets louder as the child shouts at the windows overlooking the yard. Help! The boy joins in. He's got the Kuno! Help! Everyone can hear. You need to get the hell out of here before... Let's just leave. Let's just leave. This is not going well. Yeah, get out of here before the Kuno beats the shit out of you. Yeah, that's right. Drag your fat ass out of here, fat boy, before Kuno fucks you. Delightful human. Don't listen, just go. Okay. Feel like that's our volition skill telling us you're gonna lose morale if you keep listening. They make her out to be like a monster, like a literal monster, like this diabolical force. I don't know. It's crazy. All right, y'all. I think my wakefulness and my voice have had it for the night. Let's go ahead and save here. Anyway, thank you so much for hanging out, everybody. I always appreciate it. See if there's anyone to raid. Probably not at this time of day. Also, I don't know if we really have anybody or have enough people to really make a raid go well. Yeah. I think we'll just call it there. I'm gonna try to, oh, Backlog is streaming? Oh, he is. I don't know why I missed that. Give me a sec. Have to watch an ad. Okay. All right, you know what? I think I'm just gonna call it here. But yeah, thank you everybody for hanging out as always. I'm going to try to be back this weekend. I know I said that last week, and COVID vaccine and everything kind of ruined that. But it's a long weekend for me, so I might get some extra streams in. And yeah, I hope I can see you all. Yeah, have a great rest of your week. Great night, great day, wherever you are. And thank you, Dame. I will try to avoid talking as much as possible tomorrow. So yeah, you all take care, and I will see you soon.